Shashi, I would want to know from you, what is the impact of the first MHC that you think we have created in India and also globally, maybe?
Yeah, so this was the first ever low carb conference of India at a global level. And as you know, that it was a 3-day, 12-hour non-stop session which we had.
Mm.
And we had the top brains of the low carb world from the global space, and 15 countries that participated. It had a massive impact. There were various impact. Let us go one by one. One is we managed to collect a very good, strong data which we have about how low carb helps, uh, not only in India but also in various other countries. So we had a lot of Indian doctors and doctors from across the globe had come. The globally now they know that India is a serious player when it comes to low carb.
Yes.
Earlier they were just thinking, okay, India is riddled with diabetes and blood pressure and cardiovascular disease and autoimmune or whatever it is. But for them, they did not see any movement. But when we hosted metabolic health conference, now they are they know that India is very serious about this. And I thank all the guests, whether it is from India or from globally, that they have reached out to us and they were willing to spend that 1 hour or half an hour with us in sharing their knowledge and as well as experience. So I think now they know. That is one. The other factor is now the Indian public also knows that doctors across the globe recommend low carb. It is not that, see, in
Mm.
those conferences, we health coaches, we did not speak. It was the doctors who came and
Yes.
related their experience. And it
Correct.
was surprising to know that many of the doctors have learned low carb from their own patients. And then they switched on from the medicine practice to lifestyle practice. You have seen, for example, Dr.
Mm.
Anvin, when he told that
Unwin,
one of his
yes.
patients came with reversing his diabetes or losing weight, and after he had read Atkins' book, and then Dr. Anvin did not reject it; he accepted it. So this is how the impact which is seen, and there are many more impacts which I'm sure Anup Singh can also highlight.
Yeah. Hi,
Anup,
Anup. Would you like to
hi.
expand on the same question? What is the impact that the first metabolic health conference actually create in your view?
Yeah, adding to what Shashi said, in our experience, what we found was this top-down approach in India won't work. There's too much of hesitation, I don't know, driven by what. But see, the only solution was bottom up. Now, bottom up, we've been doing, let's say, for last decade or so. Now, how to spread this message to the masses in a convincing manner? Because right now we were all in individuals practicing and coaching. So therein, as Shashi said, we invited only the doctors so that nobody can pass it off as some storytelling. And specifically mentioning Dr. Anvin, he was, I would say, magnanimous to accept what his patient
Mm.
said in a very strong words, I would say. That was not an easy statement to digest by any doctor, at least in India. I think 9 out of 10 would just outright reject it. When I started low carb, I started talking to doctors. I was almost, scared into multiple organ failures. They were not prepared to listen to it at all. Now, this MHC 2023, was a step forward in the direction of spreading the message, spreading it free. Now, when we call it free, it is not free for us. We have all spent money from our pocket to make it happen. And it is free for the audience so that they know that there is a scientific solution available to all the mess that they have created because of their, I would call it, carbohydrate addiction. That's it.
Okay, Shashi, can you please elaborate on the reason why you decided to do the second metabolic health conference so close on? It's like just been 6 months since we last did the first. So why so soon?
See, the first conference was a general introduction to low carb.
Mhm.
So we had doctors speaking on low carb in a general thing, and then we had the organizations coming in. But now this conference is more scientific, more specific. Now, a lot of intractable condition like mental
Mm.
health, neurological health, chronic kidney disease, cancers, and others. So the science is advancing in this space. There are newer lot of studies are coming in, which actually shows that uh, ketogenic diet can be applied very strongly in case of bipolar, schizo, in fact, schizophrenia. In fact, studies have also come out, and more studies are being carried out, which we will discuss in the conference. So it is to make the people aware that low carb is not only for obesity and diabetes and all, but in this specific intractable condition. And we will have psychiatrists, we'll have neurologists, we have nephrologists, we have cancer specialists who will come and speak on
Yes.
this on the event. So these are not going to be, some general coaches. Again, they are going to be practicing doctors. There will be some researchers, PhD researchers, who will be speaking on what research they have done. There will be individual case studies also of amazing story which people will see in these next 3 days. So I think this was much required, and it is our responsibility to get the maximum information out for the people. The basic idea is they should know that not only obesity and diabetes, but also intractable conditions can have some solutions, some dietary solutions. See, we are not telling that they have to leave their drugs and do no, but dietary solution can be applied parallelly, and they can get a lot of relief. And I think Anup can add a little more on this also.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
most important point is, talking of, I would say, adding to the list what Shashi mentioned is autoimmune disorder. Now, autoimmune disorder can be, simple cases like psoriasis or something, to complex gut health issues and all that. Now, of late, we have, as a team, I mean, everybody included, we have had success stories of different autoimmune conditions. So that is one area where, I mean, this emerging science of low carb or keto, I call it emerging with respect to these spectrum of, health issues. So autoimmune is another one.
So we are looking at
I
a
think
lot
to
of
add to it,
new subjects.
Yeah. To add to it also, what Anup, to add to it, Anup. So we are also going to discuss the role of carnivore diet in autoimmune
Yes.
conditions. Very much debated currently India. So we are going to get a couple of experts who are going to speak on this.
Yeah, it is
I'm quite
hotly
looking
debated.
forward to that.
Hotly,
Yes.
yeah, it is hotly debated and hotly ridiculed also on X. So we have to have, great minds speaking on it so that they can be more convincing and make our job of dealing, on the front easier.
Yeah. Coming to the next question, Sashi, why do you think such a historic or significant health conference was not or never organized in India before? I mean, we were the first ones to do it. Why? Given the burden of disease that India has, why was it never done before?
See, first of all, the kind of connect which me and Anup have, I don't think anyone has in the Indian space. The kind of connect we have done, that's only, see, we were very sincere about our approach to low carb, and we were recognized in social media. So this was quite a dream. We have been dreaming from 2017, and then we learned somewhere in 2020 during the lockdown that we can do it online. And then one fine day we decided, okay, now we'll turn the dream into reality, and we did it. And that is because of our straightforward, honest approach, which we always had in the low carb space. And then all the international faculty, the guests were ready to help India. So I think it is magnanimous of them, all those doctors, researchers, and low carb organizations. They were all just willing to come. When I told them that, or when I told them that we want them in India, they all came. So I think it is because of the strong rapport connection we had. Anup can add more to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, why it did not happen? As Shashi answered, we were the only two. I mean, call it boasting or whatever. From 2014, we were the only two, spreading the word, fighting it out, getting insulted, getting abused, everything. We took everything right on our chest, and we had a dream. Now, if, your intent is very pure, your dreams are very clear, then when stars align, things happen automatically. Now, automatically happening also requires money. These sort of conferences cannot happen out of the blue. And we always wanted to be, to do something for future where if if sponsors come in, then we will get in doctors who are not willing to come free of cost. Because we could not have shelled out that amount of money. We respect their decision, but yes, we would like to have them in subsequent conferences, which will be paid if we get sponsors. Now, even the first one, yes, money is needed. Anybody can dream, but you have to have a plan. And the plan was shelling out money from pocket.
Thanks, Anup. One last question to both of you. Last MHC was also, as you both said, was self-sponsored. Even this one is free. Why did we keep it free? That is one question. And what are the plans for the next metabolic health conferences in future? Shashi first.
Yeah, I'll come to this. So, see, we are keeping all the options open. See, our intention is to make people aware of the other options, which is other than the medication part, there is also the nutrition part. They have to make it available. So we are not any firmly decided or anything, but our commitment to serve the people is going to be there. So this is like our corporate social responsibility. We will continue to serve India with fresh information. And I'll tell you the reason. Let me little expand on this. Recently, I had also posted, one tweet wherein I had given information that in India, forget the general population was suffering. We actually have the doctors also suffering from lot of metabolic health issue. In fact, as much as I have the data also study wise that as much as 25% of the medical practitioners have metabolic syndrome. In fact, 30%, approximately 30-35% of the doctors have dyslipidemia, especially the low HDL and high triglyceride. And around 50% of the doctor actually suffer from either irregular blood pressure at night or what is called as 21% from masked hypertension. In fact, many of them suffer from hypertension. So, and type 2 diabetes, approximately around 25% of the medical practitioners themselves suffer from diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which is nothing but a lifestyle disease. Now, one more study has found out that 55% of the doctors were actually either overweight or obese. So, which is again related to lifestyle. We all know this. And because of the low level of physical activity, because of their busy schedule, all stressful life, they don't find time to take care of themselves. Probably their diet is also going for a toss. Now, it was also found out that almost 30% of the doctors were at risk for cardiovascular disease. You can imagine if doctors themselves have cardiovascular disease, vitamin D deficiency, 50% approximately of the doctors surveyed, they found that they were either insufficient or a low level of vitamin D, high rate of depression also. So not only it is disease, they also suffer from micronutrient deficiency, B12 deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, possibly iron deficiency also. So this is the kind of sad situation we have in India, where the medical practitioners who are looking after it, they themselves are suffering. So it shows that there's an urgent need of a proper nutritional approach in India. And this conference is heading towards that, in making let people take a more informed decision on how to take care of the health via proper food. Yeah.
Anup, would you like to add something to this, to whatever Shashi said?
We have no concrete plans as such, but we will evolve as the situations emerge. So MHC 3-4 physical conference, it's all a process of evolving, and we take it one thing at a time.
Okay, thank you, both of you. I would like to invite Arun onto the screen, and please unmute yourself, Arun. So a lot of people already know about Arun. Also, Arun is a very senior member of tlife.in, and Arun is a pill-free diabetic. The last many years, he's been has a background in pharma of more than 3 decades, and he's now a metabolic health coach trained by DLife, and a very senior member with a lot of knowledge on low carb. And he practiced a vegetarian low carb diet earlier, and then an over vegetarian diet, and he's now a carnivore. So Arun, welcome. And how do you feel now?
Actually, just to tell you that I think many people know here that I have 3 decades of diabetic history also. Uh, and it was very difficult to survive on the pills only. So ultimately, when I joined Elite in 2015, then I started my low carb journey. And very soon I realized that I have to make a very massive change in my diet. So I went grain free, I went starch, very low starch, vegetables and all. Then I shifted to egg diet, I mean lacto over vegetarian, you can say. And then just in 6 months back, I have to switch to carnivore diet. The reason, even the low carb diet, I was able to control my diabetes. I was almost having the controlled HbA1c, control fasting and PP blood sugar. But problem was that I was not able to meet my protein target. So that's what I'm thankful to you, Ira, that you have coached me how to go to a carnivore diet. And last 6, 7 months, I'm on carnivore diet. Yes, Ira.
Thank you so much for this answer. Arun, what do you think the impact of the first MHC has been, since we are now talking about the Metabolic Health Conference? So what has been the impact according to you?
Actually, I have seen in the post MHC, first MHC, which we have done in October, there was a very good awareness among the people who have attended or who watched the YouTube video of the MHC. And many people are started correcting their diet, those who are suffering from diabetes or obesity or like this. And they contacted me also. That's I have done this, and I have reversed my diabetes or I have reduced my weight. So that is the impact in the general people. Awareness has created about the low carb diet. People understand that low carb style of lifestyle is better for them, and it is better for them to quit the carb or reduce the carb. So that was a major impact on that. As per the Shashi has told that there are some equilibrium. They are following us on the social media and they are following our dietary guidelines. And they, without any further, they reduce their HbA1c, they reduce their fasting and postprandial blood glucose. They have reduced their weight also. So I think this is a major impact. But at the same time, we need to do this second or third, even fourth, because still there is a lot of myth among the minds of the people that this low carb will not sustainable, low carb will cause problem, low carb will cause the cardiac disease, and even high protein diet will cause their kidney disease. So this myth has to be clear. So I'm very thankful to Shashi and Anu that they have created very good impact with the first MSc, and now we are in the second MSc. And we need, I think, after second MSc, we will also have the lot of need to be clear among the mind of the people. That's what I think. Yes, Ira.
So I think with this, we conclude the session. We come to end of this session. Thank you so much, Shashi, Anup, and Arun, for speaking to our viewers. And
Thank you, Ira.
we'll move on to our next session.